Walking back to where the others were, James felt like a weight was added to his pack. "So, what was it?" Peter asked. Kate had her back towards them, keeping a watch for anything approaching them. Still, the perking of her ears let them know that she was listening to the conversation. "It's a rock bear," James said. Adam swore under his breath while Peter's eyes widened in alarm. "Don't be too relieved," Maya said. Adam looked at Maya with a raised eyebrow at the sarcastic comment. His eyes switched to look at James. "The rock bear is probably twice our levels, judging by how large its prints are." James gritted his teeth, knowing what it meant for them. They were all in the low 20s, and facing a monster twice their level wasn't a possibility. There was absolutely no way that they'd survive an encounter with the thing. Opening his mouth, Adam was about to say something, but was interrupted by James. "We can't stay here. We cannot do much, so I suspect we just get out of here as quickly as possible. It may not have noticed our presence yet. The longer we stand here, the more likely it catches our scent," James said to the group. Realizing that he was right, the others nodded. "We're going to go slightly faster than a jog, but don't go into a run. We must maintain our stamina in case something happens," James reminded them. Grinning, Adam said, "At least we don't need to worry about forest cats if there's a rock bear nearby." Not addressing what Adam said, James attached his light to one of the pack's shoulder straps. Adjusting the light shield and checking whether he could see far enough, James looked at his group. "Let's go." Compared to when they were quickly moving through the forest to get out faster, there was a feeling of dread this time. The forest was now completely dark, the sun having set completely. While they rushed past trees, the light bounced around. "What do you think the rock bear is doing here?" Maya moved to jog next to James. James looked to check on the others and saw they were focused on their surroundings, likely not even able to hear what Maya asked. Shaking his head slightly, he said, "I have no idea. It's not normal for a rock bear to even be in this forest. The larger ones don't even leave their territory and stick with their kind." "Do you think something drove it out?" She threw in a thought. Though there was no point in them thinking about the reason, it was understandable why she was concerned about the rock bear. If something could drive such a monster out of its natural habitat, it could mean that the city was in danger. A rock bear alone would need the city guards to be on alert. James tried to remember if anyone in the city was strong enough to handle a rock bear. Even if it was based on an estimate, going up against a level 40 rock bear would likely need someone close to level 50 if they're facing it on their own. The problem was that there wasn't anyone that had reached even level 40 in the guild. Only a handful of people were in the mid-30s. Fortunately, the rock bear wouldn't likely attack the city with its walls surrounding it. This was in addition to the city guards being able to shoot it from the top of the fortifications.